Michael Davitt is, of course, best known to most people for his work with the Land League and for the Land War. But when the Land War is called off in 1882, Michael had to find fresh causes. Wherever that man saw oppression, wherever that man saw ill treatment, he was in there fighting for it. For a time, at least in the latter parts of his life, he was more famous overseas, it seems to me, than he was in Ireland. Now, he was a man of the people and for the people, but he came into contact with some very influential people. Here, for example, we have Leo Tolstoy, the author, in Russia. Michael went over there to assist helping the Russian Jews in a place called Kishinev. Here we have Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, President of the United States. Michael met Theodore Roosevelt and indeed presented him with a couple of blackthorn walking sticks. Gandhi, too, was a big admirer of Michael Davitt. As a young man, Gandhi studied in London and attended the House of Commons. He heard Michael and Parnell and many others speak and was in great admiration for the work that Michael and others did in the Land League. He would later use that passive resistance in his own campaign in India. Another one is Dr. Sun Yat-sen, a Chinese politician. Michael personally raised his case in the House of Commons and was able to help Dr. Sun Yat-sen in his troubles in China. The man became a patron of Glasgow Celtic Football Club. He was invited to the role, and a role he took on gladly. And here we have some replica shirts that have been sent to us from Glasgow Celtic. Indeed, we get lots of visitors from Glasgow Celtic. Behind me, you will see a number of what we call letters of address. Whenever Michael attended a talk, he was given something along these lines. And around this wall, we have particularly examples from Australia. Michael went to Australia to help in the cause of the Aborigines. He then moved on to New Zealand to help in the cause of the Maori. Not an easy trip in the year 1900 or so. Not only was Michael Davitt a patron of Glasgow Celtic Football Club, but as we see here, also invited to be a patron of the GAA. Indeed, there are a number of Davitt clubs around the country. Our own football club here in the area are the Moy Davitts. Michael Davitt relished the role as patron of the GAA, and for example, in 1888, a hurling team was sent to America to raise awareness in the States. Due to poor crowds, bad weather, and a presidential campaign that was going on at the time, the team ran out of money and indeed couldn't get home. Michael Davitt sent £450 to bring that hurling team home, and they became known as the team that Davitt brought home. Michael Davitt's international travels took him all over the world, to the Four Corners. Wherever he was and whatever cause he was engaged in, he always took the time to write home to his family. He'd married Mary Yore from America in 1886, and they had 5 children, one of whom died as a child from tuberculosis. Indeed, Michael was on the way out on a trip when he found out that his daughter had died. He wrote postcards back to his family on every single trip, and we have about 60 or 70 original postcards, some of which are displayed here. They range from St. Petersburg and Moscow in Russia, to Australia, to Philadelphia, to wherever Michael was campaigning, and most of them written to his children. My particular favourite is one he sent to his son Kahar from the Niagara Falls.